Hey, thanks for sending everything so I could take a look at it. The problem that you're having looks like just a case of reversed normals, okay? And it's something that we haven't really gone over in class because we don't really run into it that often, but it is a good thing to know about, and so I've kind of replicated the problem here on this sphere just as an example. And basically what reverse normals means is basically everything that's on your model has a direction that it's facing, okay? And this is kind of like the front of the polygon, okay? So each one of these faces, I mean, this is the front of this face, and on the other side, Maya knows that that's the back, okay? So front, back, front, back. Now what's happened here is that instead of seeing the front of the polygon right here, it's showing the back instead, okay? So while these are all front facing, this one is actually flipped upside down, so it's kind of the back is facing us, alright? And when you put the back of a polygon attached to the front of other polygons, then you get this thing called reverse normals, where it, when you put it in smooth mode, that just doesn't quite blend right. So it's pretty easy to tell if your normals are facing forwards or backwards, or if they're reversed or anything. You know, obviously, when you are in smooth preview mode, you can kind of see that pretty apparently when you've got backwards and frontwards normals sitting next to each other, because they do this kind of weird thing. But also, in any mode, even if you are just in your regular mode, you know, it's not very apparent there. There's a way that you can actually take a look and see which way your normals are facing, and that's just to grab your object and come up to display, and you'll go down to polygons, and there's a selection in here called face normals, and what that does is gives you all these crazy green hairs all over your object, okay? And you know, you can adjust those so that they're not quite so super long. But what you'll notice is that anywhere that the normals are backwards, there's no green hairs, and that's because they're actually on the inside of the sphere. You can see a few of them here, right? So basically what's going to happen is all these little green lines coming out of the polygons indicate which side is the front side of that polygon. So this is the front of this polygon. And you know, these ones out here that have the little green lines pointing outwards, that's the front of those out here, okay? So it's basically just a tool to tell you which way your polygons are facing, so that you don't run into the problem with smoothing where everything looks pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And to get rid of that, it's just a simple matter of the same selection. You just come up to display, polygons, and face normals. Make sure you're in object mode. There we go. Alright. So, now that we kind of know, you know, what the problem is, how do we fix it? And the answer is you just come into face mode, alright? You can grab the offending backwards faces, alright? And then just come up to, there's a menu up here called normals, alright? You can go to normals, and then you can simply hit reverse, and that will flip them back over. And now they are facing the correct direction, so you no longer have that weird issue where the backwards faces are meeting the frontwards faces, okay? So, let me know if you have any questions about this or anything else, and happy modeling!